I'll definitely have to admit, 2025 has been my worst year as a content creator. I've of course been slow when it comes to uploads, but beyond that, I also haven't really done as much artwork as I have wanted to for the past year. But to really add on top of it, of why it really sucked for last year for me, is because the fact that my attention span has kind of been a little destroyed. As I'm sure a lot of you can relate, sitting down at your computer, looking at your Steam library for about 5 minutes, only to then shut your computer off and not do anything. That is the kind of destruction that my attention span has unfortunately kind of suffered, and it sucks. But I definitely am ready to bring it back. I definitely know that I've had a lot of moments where I've said I am definitely ready to come back, even when it comes to the moments of wanting to come back to my Twitch channel, and unfortunately that didn't really last as long, so I'm hoping to also get to that and bringing that back for real, for real. I really do feel like this year is definitely going to be a good year for me to improve, because I am starting to feel that my passion is coming back to wanting to make videos again as I used to back in the day. But even more importantly is, of course, playing the video games that I would love to play, because I ultimately have kind of left Deep Rock Galactic behind, and that kind of sucks because I also really love that game, but I just have not played it as much. I've missed, unfortunately, the Halloween event and the Christmas event just because of the fact that my attention span has kind of sucked, and I'm just focused on other things, which also really sucks, because it's like, I've lost my passion for playing video games just because of that. Just like destroying my whole entire attention span. Especially since Deep Rock Galactic is getting an exciting new update featuring Season 6, which is going to add a brand new biome. I always have hoped they would be able to add a brand new biome to the game. And of course that we have Deep Rock Galactic Road Core, which I have a feeling it might come out this year. I have a slight feeling it might, but we don't know yet because it's still pretty out there in the ether of knowing when it's actually going to be coming out. I ultimately do want to see at the same time if I can get back into the rhythm of getting back on my Twitch channel again, because I definitely had the thought locked in my head ever since moving up as a Honda technician that it would be nearly impossible for me to do Twitch at the same time of trying to do YouTube, because with all the stuff that I'm learning and all the stuff that I'm trying to prepare for, I kept thinking that in my mind that makes it like nearly impossible to do both things of YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But turns out it's because my attention span has kind of been destroyed. As soon as I figured that out, the gear shifted. I feel like I now have it figured out to the point where I can now start working and making a lot more improvements, and ultimately just being better in general now. It even turns out that I'm trying way too hard to prepare for the stuff that hasn't even actually happened yet when it comes to moving up. So that also is kind of a pretty big contributing factor of trying to prepare for a future that's not actually there. Because while I am a lot better than where I used to be, back from 2021 to 2022, I think that's when it started getting worse for me. I definitely have gotten a lot better. It's just that I still have more work to do. And if I can focus on this, getting my attention span back, then baby, we are freaking back in it too. I ultimately want to see like what I can do if I can just like switch between, you know, YouTube and Twitch, because Twitch has been really fun to stream on. It's just that it got destroyed and I'm like, okay, I don't want to do Twitch after I said that I wanted to come back on Twitch. And it's like, okay, well, where the fuck are you, Blue Ghost? Even after the video that I posted of Titanfall 2 Hits Different back in 2025, when I mentioned that I'm going to be streaming every time on Friday, Saturday. Unfortunately, that changed because of two reasons. One of the reasons is that because my attention span has been destroyed, and the other reason is because ever since I moved up, my schedule is now rotating, where it's not that I'm always going to have Friday, Saturday off. What's cool about it is that it's a rotating schedule up until the point where the third week, it will be where I have 5 days after that, which is really nice. But unfortunately, with having those 5 days, I unfortunately have not really been productive as much, and so I can actually make improvements on that this year. So we're going to be making improvements, and we're going to be coming back, and we're going to be better than ever, and I hope to see you guys later on when it comes to Deep Rock Galactic Season 6, Deep Rock Galactic Road Core, and ultimately Titanfall 2's 10th birthday. Let's fucking do this.